Hey everybody, it's Beck with Beck Be Gone, and I'm coming to you with my 10-week update post vertical sleeve gastrectomy. And I'm completely thrilled to say that I reached Wonderland. Yeah, I am so, I don't even know what to say. Blown away, probably, that I've gotten to this point, and it's just been 10 weeks since my surgery. Being under 200 pounds is something I thought would maybe happen by, 6 months in or so. And I'm ecstatic. I'm so like able to exhale that I've gotten to Wonderland. So my stats real quick. I got the vertical sleeve gastrectomy at the Obesity Control Center in Tijuana on January 22nd, 2019. My high weight was 262 pounds, and I hit that in 2018, I think around June, and I maintained that weight clear through December. And then my surgery weight was 235 pounds, and my current weight is about 198.5-ish. I am 5 feet 5 inches, and my body fat percentage, I have a scale that kind of measures it, and it's sort of hovering around, let's say, like 45%, which I don't think is right. I think it's a few off, but it's trending. It's showing me a trend, and it's trending down. So I am excited about today's video also, not just because I hit Wonderland, but because I figured out how to do some editing so I can put some pictures in, and so I'm going to show you some before and after pictures. So to lead into the pictures, my journey to Wonderland was exhausting. It took me 3 weeks to drop 5 pounds. And I was furious that it was taking me so long to get the final pounds down from to get into Wonderland. Like I was furious, and so I think it's important to say that as part of the journey, because it wasn't a breeze, and I thought it was going to be a little bit more breezy, like once I was within the 5 pound range, and it wasn't. And I was really mad that my body wasn't just shedding the pounds. And you can see, I'll show you this chart. There is kind of a trend with my weight loss. So these are the charts that I measure every week. You can see pounds lost, body fat percentage kind of trend line, my weight tracking in general, and then my weekly loss. So weekly loss, I've been around 2 pounds in general for the past few weeks, and that is a good sustainable weight loss pace. It's maybe a little disappointing that 10 weeks out and I'm not still losing like 4 or 5 pounds or whatever each week, but 2 pounds is good, and I'm happy if I can kind of maintain this pace and just keep losing, especially through the first 6 months, ideally through the first year. So anyway, so I was really furious about the weight loss. And then when I finally got there, like I didn't weigh for a day because I'm a daily weigher, and I just too stressed out about it. The next time I got on the scale, I was under 200. And so here's one of my before and after pictures that I think is really telling about how far I've come. This is the picture on the left is me at 262 pounds. I took that around my birthday in June 2018. And the picture on the right is me in a new dress that I found that used to belong to my sister when she had lost a lot of weight. We found a bunch of her old clothes on our family farm, and we were trying them on, and some of them actually fit, which is so cool, so cool. So I put on this fun dress, and side by side, it's incredible what 60 pounds will do to a body. Like, I am blown away that I've transformed that much since about December. So what is that? January, February, March, 3 months. Yeah, that's a lot. That's pretty cool. Here is a picture of me on the day that I did my official weigh-in for Wonderland, and it was awesome. I'm just so happy to see that one on the scale. Like, again, I'm blown away. And then this is the chart. If you want to pause it, you can see kind of what I'm measuring. Most importantly to me right now, especially that I'm in the 100s, I really want to look at my lean mass and my fat mass, because I'm trying to, and I'll get into this, but I think it's really important to focus on having a healthy body, and the more that ratio, the more pounds of lean I have over fat, the better. So right now I'm about at 20 pounds more lean than fat, and I'd really love to grow that number a lot. Okay, so just a few parts of my journey so far. I have been a daily weigher, and as you know, I got furious. So I'm going to take a step back a little bit, and I knew this would happen. I knew that, like a lot of people, it gets to be overwhelming. So I'm going to probably just weigh once or twice a week and try to focus on health over the scale number. And that's really a cool place to be. It's like I can exhale, and that I can really just feel like I've taken a big enough bite out of my weight that I can start to finesse my health habits. So I'm thinking, I've been doing kind of a low carb, maybe even on the verge of keto lifestyle. I talked with a nutritionist, which it wasn't really like a great visit, but which we did talk about is my lifestyle of keto versus maybe a Mediterranean diet, which I've been looking at both, and she really did recommend the Mediterranean diet, which I looked up. It has a 40% fat, 40% carb, and 20% protein makeup, and she thinks it's a little more sustainable, and I would probably agree with her. Plus, I really do want to be consuming healthy fats and having balance in my life, so I think I'm going to navigate to that now that I'm in Wonderland, like release my grasp on the carb control and just like get healthy carbs. Like I haven't been eating beans and other fibrous things and fruits and stuff just because they're too high carb. And in general, I've been trying to stay with like 75 grams of protein, 30 to 50 grams of carbs, and then fat was endless. So being in Wonderland, I'm kind of taking a next step with what my health style is looking like, and I think it's going to be a little bit more healthy and balanced. I'm also committing to doing my vitamins. So up to this point, I haven't been doing the calcium. I haven't been doing the pre or probiotics. I haven't been doing the multivitamin. Anything that's supplementing my health. I didn't like the taste. I didn't like spending the money. I kind of felt like it was, I don't know, kind of gimmicky, which I shouldn't, I don't know. I wanted to kind of build my own. And so I'm going to recommit to getting all of that in and finding the supplements that I think are right for my body. And then I'm also going to get a blood test because I want to see if there's any type of deficiency, and I want to sort of fill in all those gaps. Finally, just instead of looking at the scale number, I'm going to be focusing on measurements, and as much as possible doing body fat measurements. I'm thinking there's a local facility that in Montana is close by, but it's like 2 hours away, where I can go and actually get a fat machine to compress me and do all the measurements and see what my actual body fat percentage is. And so I'm going to do that, and then in 6 months do it again, and then see how I'm going there. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, so here's some more before and after pictures. This is just basically me at my various stages of high to me currently. So the pictures in yellow, the yellow shirt I took, I wore the day before I went to Tijuana for the surgery. So I was about 235 pounds in that yellow shirt. And then in the picture of me in the gray, or the picture of me in the black, next to the yellow shirt, I am around 199 pounds, 200 pounds. So these are pretty cool to see. And while I'm flipping through those, I'll say just a few things about what's happening and high points and low points in my journey so far. Lots of people are noticing my weight loss. Really, it's rare that I go to a public event and somebody doesn't mention it. And I'm happy that people are seeing it, and I'm glad that it's not just in my head, but also it can be a little awkward to, especially if people don't know me very well and they kind of compliment me. I don't know, it just feels a little awkward. However, I'm loving that I'm able to get into new clothes, and once I hit Wonderland, I took a little trip to Target and was able to try on a few items in the large section, which is huge, and size 16 pants fit me, and I even was able to squeeze into size 14 pants, which they wouldn't have been comfortable, but I was able to wear them. So looking at these pictures, you can see the red pants are the ones that are size 14 and the jeans are size 16. And this picture was taken at 235 pounds when I was the night before I flew out to Tijuana. So that is awesome that I was able to fit. I mean, it was a real squeeze to get into those size 14, like when I was at Target the other day. But I did. I got it. And then I also bought some fun crop tops, and I'm going to start wearing those, which is great. So something else I'm noticing, I'm able to sit in kind of weird poses or more creative poses. Like right now, even just having my knee up is something I wouldn't really do a lot of before. And now I'm sitting cross-legged on my chairs or whatever, knees up in different places. And I'm really liking the variety of sitting poses. And I'm feeling more confident at work. I remember it was kind of sad, obviously. I remember going out to visit a customer with my dad because we are in a family business and I'm in sales. And I was, I've always had confidence, but I remember just being afraid that the people we were about to were going to be disappointed in me or like let down by me because I wasn't attractive or thin or something, I don't know, something like that. And I remember telling him like our business efforts would be more successful if I were prettier. And he didn't know what to say, and he just said like, that's crazy and you're gorgeous and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I'm finding that I'm now able to be a little more confident when we have visitors and I'm just starting to feel more like myself. Like I'm starting to feel like I'm looking happy and healthy, and I know it's stupid that I've kind of tied my worth to my weight, but I know a lot of us do. And I'm just starting to feel really good. One thing that's sucky is that staying hydrated is a real chore. So I can guzzle, like I can drink a lot of liquids at once, but I don't drink any water by itself. It's like a lot of people, they find it doesn't feel great, it just kind of makes you feel icky. And so trying to find a drink that is dense enough, I guess is kind of what's going on, dense enough to feel okay in the stomach without packing calories is the struggle. I've been drinking a lot of tea, and that's good, but I think I'm going to need to try like gourmet tea varieties, something to make it exciting and not just a boring thing. So hot tea and iced tea. I drink coconut water. That does have a lot of carbs though and sugars, but it's pretty tasty and it has a good density. Milk, I was drinking a lot of milk and then I kind of burnt out, but that's something that I'm trying to work with. Tea lemonade is another one, but again, I'm just adding sugar to my drink, and so that's challenging. I'm trying to work through that. Finally, I talk a little bit about my sister, Katie. She did everything with me, and actually she was the one that wanted to do the surgery first, and then kind of waited a little bit for me to decide if I wanted to do it with her or not. And doing it together, I think we decided has been an awesome decision. We're really supportive of each other. We're kind of losing at the similar pace, and we understand the challenges that come with like going out to dinner or whatever, so we share a lot of meals. And so we've been actually making some really good shared decisions lately. One was when I hit Onederland, we were out to eat, and we split a meal, and before going out for like a celebratory meal would have been lots of sweets and breads and like lots of steak for me. And this time we just had, like, we split a 6-ounce salmon and we had an avocado and crab salad and a cocktail, and that was it. And I'm just really happy that we were able to do that and feel satisfied and to, still be healthy while kind of treating ourselves. I guess there's a second half of the story. Later on, we went to an art show and we split like a chocolate oatmeal bar and an almond cake and things like that. But then we went for a walk afterwards, so it didn't like offset all the calories, but it was still a healthy decision. Like, we're just kind of finding our balance with healthy and splurging and stuff. So I felt great. I'm so fucking thrilled to be in Onederland. I'm going to kind of chill out now and try to focus on just health. And I don't know, I'm assuming my weight loss will slow a little bit, but hopefully my overall health will improve. So I'll keep you updated. Would love to know how your guys' weeks are going and what's making you furious about your journeys, as well as like, what are you celebrating? You know, nothing is too small to celebrate, and I'm trying to celebrate a lot of shit because it's exciting. Everything is a step in the right direction. So thanks for listening. I will catch you hopefully next week.